the results. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. And do not risk your rent money, your bill money, your Christmas money, any of that, because I'll start getting text message. I lost so much money off the signal you gave. Now I don't know how I'm gonna pay for the Christmas. I'm not paying for anybody's Christmas. You knew what you were getting into before you got in it. Not saying that nobody on this group is gonna do it. This is to show you what I'm buying and I'm selling and how I'm using to make my money. That only risk 1 to 3% of your account. There's nothing wrong with you practicing a demo until you get it, okay? Until you're comfortable with it. And if you're in any trade that you're not comfortable with, by all means, get out. But the more that you trade foreign currency, it has its perks. We've created a lot of millionaires on this team. A lot of them, they got their money and then they retired. They ain't building, they ain't doing nothing. They was like, I'm out. And I don't blame them, because when I hit a certain number, I'm out. So, but anyway, this is basically an intraday system which allows the trader to take quick trades that are highly profitable. The preferred time frames are you can do it on the 15-minute to 30-minute and 1 hour. So recommended trading sessions is anytime, and it depends on when the indicator signal appears on the chart, and it's on any currency pair. I've been using it on US 30 and a lot of the exotic pairs, and on some more that we've been doing, practicing prior to the boot camp. But the boot camp is going to strictly be US 30, so we've been mastering this. Okay. Now, the strategy, the indicator uses the Fibonacci ratios to plot areas of support and resistance, as well as pivot points. Now, when you see the pivot points, it lets you know where it's getting ready to turn and go the opposite way. And so that's on the chart as well. So it lets you know that once it hits there, it's getting ready to, make a turn. So when you hear pivots, it's getting ready to turn and go the opposite way. Unless it has to hit it a few times before it break that. It's sort of like another support and resistance. It has to break that in order to go through, and you'll know exactly when it's getting ready to break. Okay, it also points out areas where the trader can go long or short, where you can buy or sell, and then depending on whether these areas are support or resistance levels, okay? Now, the long entry rule, which is the buys. So anytime you see me say long entry, for those that don't know, everybody on here should know that means buy. So a long position is initiated when the following is displayed on the chart. The price candles takes off from the intraday long line, which is seen on the chart as the first buy area, and which I'll show you as an example as well. If the price has advanced and sometime later in the intraday, in the trading day, prices retraces back to a broken support, use that area for a second buy. In this chart, it occurs on the intraday R1 line. So do everybody see the R1 line on your chart? Look on your chart and see if you see the R1 line. Okay, good. So when it traces back there, you can get back in for your second buy. So make note of that. And make sure you're taking pictures of this so that you can have it and take notes. And if I get to going too fast, let me know. You don't see it? It's in blue. I tried to change the colors, but it would not let me change the colors at all. I changed it to everything, and I just couldn't get it done. You may have to go to a different time frame or shrink your chart. You see it? Okay, good. Okay, so remember that. Make sure y'all write that down. If the price has advanced and sometime later in the trading day, prices retrace back to a broken support, use that area for a second buy. That's really important. And then in the chart that I'm going to show you, this occurs at the intraday R1 line. If you change your background color to black, you should see it. Yeah, it'll show up a lot better if your background is black. And y'all know I like gray better. Why, I have no idea. But black, it do show up better. You can see it. I still have to put glasses on, whether it's gray or black. So, okay, busy, you see it? Okay, Angela, yeah, just change your background to black. Okay. Okay, everybody got that? Okay, good. Okay. Okay, now your stop loss for the long entry or your stop loss for the buy entry, for those that use the stop loss, I would recommend that you go ahead and use one until you get comfortable with it and get it down pat. Your stop loss will be anywhere from five pips below the support line in which the trade entry is based, or 30 pips. Okay, you got it? Your stop loss, recommended stop loss, you can do whatever you want to do. For a buy entry, for a long entry, would be 5 pips to 30 pips below the support line on which the trade entry is based. The exit strategy, or to take profit for the long buy, knowing when to exit a trade is key, and this can be achieved as follows. Now, if the resistance line after the trade entry is the first take profit point, the next resistance line after the trade entry is the first take profit point. If the resistance line on the take profit area is broken, you can apply a trailing stop to protect profits and follow the trade to the end. So do everybody understand that part? Yep. Chico, you're already on it. David, no. Okay, David, unmute. What trailing stop do we use? Camille, do you know how to do a trailing stop? You don't know how to do a trailing stop? Okay. Yeah. 10 to 15 pips. You can do 10 to 15 pips, or you can do 5 to 30, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, and who said no? Tabitha, what part did you didn't get?
So when you mentioned the next resistance line after the take entry, the trade entry is the take profit point. What are you referring to as the next resistance line?
Your first take profit point.
Okay, on this let me go back to
that's where you would take your take profit.
Okay.
And then if it goes past that, that's going to be your resistance line. If it pulls back, it's going to pull back to that. That's going to be your resistance line. So you can move your stop loss, put your trailing stop in there.
Okay, and are you referring to like these blue lines where it says intraday short, intraday pivot? I'm trying to understand like where on this chart you're
We're on the buy. We're on the intraday long.
Okay.
We're on the buy part, so you got to look up a higher.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I'm squeezing my chart and I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, Dave, you're welcome. Go over it again. Okay. All right. So the stop loss for your long entry or your buy entry, you can do a 5 to 30 pips, so you can do it like Camille, 10 to 15 pips, a trailing stop. But the 5 to 30 pips below the support line in which the trade entry was based. So wherever you enter that, do your stop loss 5 to 30 pips below your entry. To exit, your take profit for a long on the buy. The breakout of fib. Should we have anything on our charts inside the breakout of fib? You got the money line on there, Marcel? Okay, put the money line on there. Okay, hold on, y'all. Catherine, you may have to minimize it so that you can see it, but we're doing the one on the long entry for the buy. It's the blue lines. The dark blue lines, yes. It depends on which pair you're on, too. What's the name of it? Intraday long. No, it don't say. It don't say money line. Ain't that good, girl? I wish I was, but it don't say money line. It's the cloud. You download the cloud and you blot out everything else except for the green line that you can span. Okay, you got that? You can add the cloud and then remove everything else except the green line. Okay, so back to David. Okay, so you do 5 to 30 pips below the support line on which the trade entry is based. Your exit strategy, you take profit for the long entry, which is the buy. Knowing when to exit a trade is key, and this can be achieved as follows. The next resistance line after the trade entry is the first take profit. So once you hit take profit and it continues up into a buy, you move your stop loss to your first take profit. That now acts as a resistance line. So if it pulls back.
Hey, Dr. Kathy, are you able to pull up the chart that we're looking at and kind of point these points out?
I do plan on doing that, yes.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to give you instructions first.
Gotcha.
I want you to write these down, so if you get these down, then that way I won't have to go back to them as much.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so if the resistance line is on the top area is broken, you can apply the trailing stop to protect your profits and follow the trade to the end. So it pretty much means that it's going to keep going up. Okay? All right, did y'all take a picture of that and write these notes down? David, did you get it? Okay, good. All right. Okay, this is an example, and then I did another one of the one that I did. Okay, so if you're going into the intraday long, once the candle hits the intraday long, this is without the money line. I'm going to show it to you with the money line. This is the intraday long. You will enter for your buy here. It's going to go to the intraday R1. That's your first take profit. Okay? So you enter the buy at the intraday long. Your first take profit is going to be at the R1, intraday R1. Once it hits there, it's going to pull back because it has to break through there. It threw a wick, but the candle didn't break through. It threw a wick and it pulled back. Okay, you see it? So then you wait. Once it comes back here, if it don't come back down and break through the intraday long to start hit the pivot point to go into a sell, you're not in the trade when it's just floating around in here. Once it hits here, this is your first take profit. It's going to pull back. Once it breaks through and go right back to the intraday R1, you can enter right here for your second buy. So let me get my little pen here. Okay. So you're going to enter here for your first take profit. For your first entry. This is your entry. It's going to go up to the R1, your intraday R1. I'm trying to make trading easy for you guys. A lot of people don't like doing, they like to make it complicated. Trading is not complicated at all. It is really simple. So I'm trying to make it easy and find different ways to where you can make your money a lot quicker because some of us have been broke for too long. Okay, so this is your first take profit. Once it hits there, get out of the trade. It's going to pull back. It came back up, but it didn't break the support line. You see that? It didn't break the support line. So it still pulled back some more. This time it came through. It broke right here. Now me, I would have got in right here. But safe traders, safe trading until you get this. This is your entry, your second buy entry right here. Get in. It's coming through. It's going to the intraday high. You can move your trailing stop loss up to here because it broke through your intraday high. It lets you know it's going to go all the way up from there. Remember what I just read. right? It's going to continue on, and then this is where you put your trailing stop in once it breaks through your intraday high. Now you may get a couple of candles where it's going to pull back some, or you can get out. That can be your third take profit. You can get out, or you can stay in because it will go to the take profit of the daily long target 1. You'll put your trailing stop here. Then it's going to go to your take profit daily 1. And the beauty about it is it will go up to that second one. This right here, before the day is out, always hit the daily take profit. And always hit the daily long or daily short, intraday short. Okay, so do y'all need me to go over that again? Is this getting easier? And the beauty of it, I'm going to show you where the green line shows you where these pullbacks at, so you won't panic when you see them. You know, if the green line is over here and it's pulling back and then it's going back up, you already know where it's headed. Okay, Ms. Becca, okay, I'll do it again. That's why I wanted to add the green line. Okay, buy number 2, wait for the candle to close on intraday R1. Take the buy on the next candle, write it up to the intraday high, or put a trailing stop and write it up to the intraday long target 1. Yes, girl. That's it, Tracy. And you're done for the day. Okay, do you get a signal to know when to buy? You can set an alert. You've been broke too long, Chico. You can just set an alert on it, but when you see it, you'll just know. Okay? And I'll go over the box and stuff tomorrow, but I want to show you this part. But I'm going to show you the box